I'm Ray Pardini Matson, and this is the Coffee Monday podcast. Here, we talk about all the things, the messy, the meaningful, and everything in between that fuels your week. I sit down with people who are figuring it out, leveling it up, and keeping it real all along the way. All right, friends, let's pour into it. Minh Thai, I'm so happy to have you here with me today. I came across your social media presence from actually a lot of friends sharing some of your videos of me that don't even live here.
Wow.
They live in LA, they live in Orange County, and they send me your videos of you just with your upbeat, fun energy, greeting your clients at your salon, and everyone's like, you need to be going here, you need to meet him, like this is amazing, this is the energy that we need. So thank you for bringing that to the Central Valley, and thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me here. You know, I truly appreciate you reaching out to me and inviting me to be here to share my story.
Of course, yeah. So you're a man of many hats. Tell me if I'm missing any here. We have husband, we have father, we have founder, brand founder, podcast host, salon owner. The list goes on, right?
A little bit like that. You know, I try to do a little bit of everything to maximize my talent, to maximize my creativities.
Yes.
And the fact that I enjoy doing this kind of stuff is because I know I'm helping somebody.
You really are.
Yeah.
You really are. So let's take it back a little bit. Background.
Okay.
You said you grew up in the Central Valley, right? But
Yes,
you're
I
not
did.
originally from here?
No, I'm actually from Vietnam. I was born in Vietnam. I came over here in 1991. I was roughly around 7 years old.
Okay.
You know, I came from a family of 8. And my dad was a hardworking gardener, man. Mm-hmm. And my mom, you know, she's always been a stay-at-home mom, taking care of the family, cook for everyone. And, you know, I went to Central High School, graduated from Fresno State for my business degree. And during the time of going to school, I was a nail tech. I started doing nails when I was 18. And I never really thought I was going to do nails, but I started to fall in love with the industry because of the client. Mm-hmm. You know, I wasn't a very good English speaker. I was very shy. I didn't really talk much in high school because I wasn't sure if my verbal or my English was good enough to be talking, you know? Mm-hmm. But being in the nail industry really enlightened me. Like, it really opens me up to understand that the clients wants you to talk, you gotta engage with them. And then the best part about these clients that I help them, is they help me how to speak better English.
Yeah.
They're like, hey man,
this
is how you talk, you know? And I was having problem writing in college. They were helping me how to write. Wow. So all of that takes in place, and at that time I was dating my wife, you know, so she really helped me, push me to be better. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm blessed about. And then from there, after Fresno State, I worked at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
You know, I was a manager there at the Fresno one and the Clovis one.
Nice.
Did that for several years. Got my real estate after that.
Wow.
And then that's when I say, you know what, I have all this backup plan. It's time to really focus on my salon business. Mm-hmm. So I went out searching for a salon to buy, but it was really expensive. I didn't have the money, you know, I just started my family. So I start sitting down, I put all the numbers together, how many equipments I need, how many chairs I need, how much it costs to rent a building. I was able to open the salon with $25,000. Wow. You know, it was a full service salon.
Wow.
It was nice. My goal was not just running a salon, but my goal was to help the next generation how to get their feet wet in the nail industry.
Yeah, wow.
Because I put myself in their shoes to realize, like, I had a hard time in this industry growing up. I can't imagine who else is gonna have a hard time. So I opened the salon, hired people, and then of course COVID hit. You know, but I'm very blessed for COVID at the same time. You know, it either play a bad part in your life or it can be a good part. So the best part about it was I got to spend time with my kids. Yeah. And that's when I realized I was missing out so much. Like, I was home with them and I was like, wait, you know how to do this? For me to ask myself, you know how to do this? I was kind of disappointed in myself. I felt like I was playing a part of being a dad in their life, you know, because I was so focused on pushing my goals, trying to get to where I wanted to be. Yeah. So after COVID, that's when I told my wife, like, you know what, this salon stuff's not working out for me because I'm missing out on too much of time with the kids. So that's when I started content creating.
Really? So was it during COVID, like lockdown days, or after?
So to bring it back a little bit,
in
2008, when YouTube started it, I started making videos I started making Vietnamese music videos.
So you
for
were
myself.
ahead of your time. Wow.
But it wasn't a career.
Yeah.
So I had to drop all my hobby and say focus on finishing up school, getting a job, and get married. I mean, that's the normal lifestyle, right?
American dream, right?
So
in some respects.
when I decided that, you know what, I'm gonna sell my salon because after COVID, you have to do it all the employee not coming back to work. It was just a hot mess, and I'm missing out. So I said, you know what? I told my wife, I say, I really love educating people about the nail industry, and I really enjoy helping the next generation how to grow. I don't want to stop doing that. So the only way I can continue doing this is through social media. So the first thing I did was open up TikTok because all my clients were like, Lynn, you should open up TikTok. And I didn't know what TikTok was it.
Yeah.
I was like, what is TikTok? I don't watch social media.
Yeah.
So when I open up TikTok, I say, what the heck? Let me just post my nail work. And then it starts with 500 views. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool because when I post on YouTube, I only get like 30 views.
Right.
But you get 500 views on TikTok? I'm like, that's nice.
That's good.
So I start posting more.
Yeah.
And I start seeing like 600, 700. And from there, I built that momentum like, this is actually working.
Wow.
Like 600-700 was a lot to me.
That is
I don't need to hit 1 million
Yeah.
to like pump my blood, you know? I just need a couple hundred to know that it's working, and then I never stop from there.
Wow. And so you just kept creating
I
content.
told my wife, I said, you know what, babe, I'm gonna be a content creator because this is what I love to do. I'm good at it. And she's like, do whatever you want.
You are good at it.
Thank you.
You're very good at it. You have the eye, you have the charisma, you have the creativity.
Thank you.
And you have the patience. Like that, I think a lot of people, and I'm not considered a content creator myself, but we create content at our PR and social media firm for other brands.
Yes.
And I feel like people don't understand how much time it takes to actually put together these.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
You know, time is one thing that takes, but it's
Yeah.
really the creativity. Because as a content creator, we put a lot of effort into thinking what would be the next funny, trendy video.
Totally.
Right? And
Totally.
to get to that point, it takes a lot of creativity.
Yes.
Because a lot of time we only get there based on our last content. Like we call that piggyback. You know, you find something that's working from your previous content, you have to piggyback off from that last content
Totally.
to elevate a new creativity.
Totally.
And that's the hardest part. And on top of that, once you have the creativity down, shooting the video that matches with that creativity in your head is another story. And then editing and then posting it too.
Totally.
Yeah.
So you're still a salon owner though. You decided to stay with that, right?
So as a salon, I actually working at my brother's nail salon.
Okay.
That's the nail salon
So that's
that I'm
your
at.
brother's. Okay.
Yes, because I have decided that I don't want to hire people anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to stay low key and just focus on my client.
Yes, good for you.
Enjoy making content with them and go home, raise my kid, and run my brand.
Love that.
Beautiful floral centerpiece you see on our shows is styled by floral artist Darcy Hovsepian of DH Floral. And the flowers themselves are actually grown and sourced from local flower farms right here in our Central Valley, thanks to the creation of the San Joaquin Flower Collective. As the first and only source for 100% locally grown flowers in the valley, the San Joaquin Flower Collective's biggest mission is to reduce the need for imported flowers for flower growers and lovers alike. By streamlining the ordering process with an online shopping experience, prioritizing collaboration over competition, and raising awareness for our local flower movement through weekly flower pop-ups on Wednesdays from 10 to 12, they're changing the way farm-grown flowers are bought and sold in the valley. As a wholesaler, a retailer, or just a flower lover, you can follow along at SJ Flower Collective on Instagram for their latest happenings and info on their weekly Wednesday Fresh Bloom pop-ups.
Yeah, well, so I'm still involved.
The best of both worlds.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because I don't want to lose my niche. I don't want to be off my ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But you're still a nail technician. You still have your book of clients. You
Correct.
still get to be in the salon and like
Correct.
be with your brother and friends and
Correct.
all the people, right?
And I help manage, help
Yeah.
market for them too.
Yeah. So are you taking new clients?
Right now,
The people want to know.
the people do want to know. I don't take new clients no more.
Okay.
Not because
Good
I
place
don't
to
want
be.
to,
Yeah.
but it's just I don't have enough time
Yeah.
to really do a lot of clients.
Right.
I have enough where they need me for therapy. You know, and that's what most of my clients are there for.
Oh, I'm sure they've built relationships with you.
Yeah,
They become friends. You
Yes.
take care of them. So let's get back to the content piece. What would you mentioned the piggyback concept?
Yes.
Like you have one video that performs well, and then you sort of piggyback on that.
Correct.
Do you remember what your first sort of like viral video was that you published, where like popped off, and you're like, wow, okay, we got to keep this rolling?
Clearly. The first video that I ever did that to me was viral, and it only got 35,000 views.
Which is a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have 600 views,
Yeah.
and from 600 to 35, that's a big jump.
Right.
And it was a lot of comments. And that video I remember clearly, and all I did was I put the camera in front of my face, and I said, you know what I can't stand about these new generation nail tech is how they set so many rules for their clients. Just to book a client, deposit, you can't switch your schedule, but I can switch your schedule.
Yeah.
You know, don't bring kids, you can't be late. So I just let them know, like, it wasn't like that when I grew up.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like, oh, really, you taking any client because every client's mattered back in the day.
Yes.
But these new and that's when I just speak up. And next thing you know, all the comments was like, I agree with you. Oh my God, he finally speaks the truth. Somebody finally say it, right? And that's when I show my wife, like, hey babe, check out this video. 100-something comment. That was a lot.
A lot.
And then that's when I piggyback off of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, okay, people really like what I say. What else can I say?
Yeah.
What else can I speak the truth of?
Right. I feel like you're just saying things that people are thinking, but they're not saying it out loud.
And that's the most important part about content creating.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time, you know, there's people who are extrovert and introvert.
Totally.
And majority are introvert. I'm introvert too at times. And when somebody speaks the truth, I'm like, okay, I can relate to that.
Right.
It's really nice. And that's why I always tell content creators, like, if you're gonna be a content, play a part where you're speaking the truth and educate people. You know, and because in any content creating, there's 3 things I always teach people: your purpose, your goal, and why you make that content. And if you answer all those 3, your content's gonna go viral.
Yeah, I love. So you have how many followers on TikTok right now?
On TikTok, I have roughly 1.2 million followers.
And how many on Instagram?
Instagram, I have 698,000.
Yep.
And on Facebook, I have roughly 500,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and on YouTube, I have around 325,000. Yeah.
Like how, and what would you say for people just starting out? I mean, you just gave really good tips as far as like creating the content, but it can be overwhelming for people to think, gosh, am I ever going to get there? How do I grow? How do I get more followers? Like, what advice would you have for those content creators out there?
My advice I have for them would be pick a niche. And when I say pick a niche, don't just pick what you love. Pick something that you can talk about it 24/7.
Okay.
Like you sleep on it, you wake up and you can talk about it.
Yeah.
That is the start. Second is bring your personality to your to the plate. Because if people draw into your niche is one thing, but people will draw into your personality more.
Truth.
And once they draw into your personality, they're hooked. And they will support you for anything.
Totally.
Okay? And second thing is, you know, don't overthink on the engagement. Because sometimes when you make content, there will be people that say, I don't like you. I don't like what you're doing. You don't do good work. You're not beautiful. If you let all of those comments affect you, it will affect your creativities. So the best thing is you gotta tell yourself, once you enter the world of content creating, you have to accept the pros and the cons.
And the cons.
Because at the end of the day, pros and cons are engagement. And engagement is what you want as a content creator.
I know. I was just talking to a friend about this who's trying to grow more on TikTok, and she was saying, like, you know, even the haters, the ones that are like having, you know, horrible comments on your posts or even sharing it with people to, like, you know, talk smack or whatever.
Correct.
They're the ones that are helping your engagement. So it's like, thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you for that,
Exactly.
you know? I also was at a conference this past weekend where a lot of social media personalities were there. And it's really interesting to see this wave of the next gen of our generation now. You're paving the way as well, of like celebrities on social media. Like, do you ever get stopped and people are like recognizing you on social media?
Yes, I do. You know, the first time I ever got stopped was a shock.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
like where were you? Were you like out and
I was at Target.
shopping or something? Yeah.
I was Target and they're like, I know you.
I know you.
It's the number one time, I know you, but now, everywhere I go, it doesn't fail that I get stopped one time.
Wow.
So it's really cool, but you know, I'm
It's
very
really
humble
cool.
about it because I always, every time they stop me and they say, hey, I watched your video.
Yeah.
For some, my first response is, thank you for your support.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, them watching you is like business. You know, to me, that's how it is.
100%.
And it's really cool. And you know, my kids are like, did they recognize you too, Daddy? And it's an interesting feeling.
I know. So how do you do that with the kids? Because your kids are younger, right? Like,
yes.
How do you create that boundary with social media and explain to them what you're doing? You know.
I do. I try to. I don't really explain to them much about what I do, but I try to tell them like, don't tell people what I do. You know? I just tell them that.
Keep them more private.
Yeah, you know, because you know, I don't want people to think like, oh, you're the Thai Life's kid. Is this the school you go to? And I don't want them to be exposed. You know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the social media world can be a dangerous place for a lot of people out there. You know, so I want to keep it as low key as I can at the same time.
Yeah, it's smart. So, and I really, as a side note, backing up to what you said earlier, I feel like I just love your approach to fatherhood and like wanting to be present for your kids. Like, that's really admirable. And I think as working parents in this generation where a lot of families have two working parents, it's hard to be present in those moments and also hustle to build a life for your kids that was better than yours, you know?
Absolutely.
So how long were you a content creator, creating content, building your brand before you decided I want to then build a separate brand and sell products? Like, how did that all come about?
Well, first I started content creating in 2021. Officially, I wanted to do that full time. So at first you can't really do it full time because being a content creator, you don't make any money starting out. And that could take you up to 2 years of doing free content.
Yeah.
And then once you get paid, it's not a lot. It's literally like chump change. But it's not about them pay. I always tell people when I teach them how to make content, think about why you're doing content. You have fun doing it. Because if you put money first, you're gonna stress yourself out. Because there will be days where you don't get paid as a content creator. And what you're gonna do? Go hurt yourself? You can't do that.
Yeah.
You gotta be motivated. You gotta tell yourself, why do you do content to begin with? You want it to help people. You wanna make life fun for people. And if you keep repeating yourself that in your head, it's gonna help you maintain your boundary and your stress level. Because content creating is hard. And as I start growing my channel, I got to meet a lot of brands, you know, and all this brand. And I went to the show. I went to convention show to learn. Because in order for me to really put myself out there, I have to be present.
Good for you.
So I went to the hair show, nail show, and my first time going to show, I don't know anybody. And I don't know if they know me. I just walk around every booth, say hi to them, and then I got to meet with some of these brands. They were like, hey, I know you. And then they start sending the products for me to use. So I have a lot of different brands product on my shop. And then from there, they invite me to their warehouse. And I'm looking at the warehouse and I'm like, this is amazing. And from there, I always want to have my own brand when I was a nail tech. It wasn't before social media, but I just never knew how I would get there.
Okay.
So after I start growing my channel, everything's going well. I went to visit a couple brands and I kind of see how they do their stuff. I started doing research, and not just that, I see a lot of my clients who are older now. They go through a lot of like illness, health-wise, and they don't have enough time to go get service done. You know that, and then financial too. So I figured, like, what if I, have my own brand? So I talked to my wife and I say, you know what? I always want to have my own brand. I don't know what it is. It's not nail polish. It's not acrylic. I just want something that everybody can use. Because nail polish, you gotta be professional to use it. Acrylic,
Right.
Like, what if you don't like to do it?
Truth.
But anybody can pick up a foot file and file their feet.
I know. Let's go through your products here.
Yeah.
So Beyond the Cream was created what year?
Beyond the Cream was created last year.
Last year?
What's amazing part
only a
is,
year old?
Yeah, and what's amazing
That's
part about it,
like
it
this.
became the top 20 item on TikTok Shop.
Wow.
Yeah, we sold over 16,000 foot file within a year.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And that's just on TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about Shopify yet.
Yeah.
That's another animal that we also sell on Shopify. So far, The foot file is great. It's nano glass.
Okay, yeah.
So you don't have to replace the pad.
In general.
And it gets the job done. You don't have to use a cheese grater.
Wow.
And I figure like, what more can I start with by taking care of somebody from the bottom to the top? So that's why I started with the foot file.
Okay, is that your top seller?
This is one of our top seller, and
Okay.
our second top seller is our foot cream.
Okay.
Because you cannot file your feet and not put a foot cream on it. Because the foot creams help restore the crack and help rejuvenate your feet. Right? And a lot of times people use oil or lotion. And lotion is a lot of water in there. So there's no protein. This is all high carb protein.
Wow.
And the best part of my wife, she's a pharmacist.
Oh,
so she's very particular about what ingredients that is put in here. And the best part, most of our solution is made in USA.
Wow, that's
because we want to keep it like that.
Yeah, love. Very cool. So this is the second best seller.
This is the second best. And we have
I love the names, No Cap.
Yeah, we call it No Cap because it's no BS, you know.
So good.
It's really gonna work.
It's so good.
And we have our Cutie Rescue Cuticle Pen.
Okay.
You know,
are these both the same thing?
They are different fragrance.
Oh.
So we are going to be the first beauty
lavender
company to come out with multiple scents for cuticle oil.
These are great.
Yeah, so we have our most popular one is our Strawberry Whip. So these are yours to keep, by the way. I brought these for you.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yep.
Thank you.
And then this is our latest scent. It's the Pineapple Sunrise and our citrus. And these have essential oil on it. So you know essential oil is very good for uplifting when you smell the scent.
Citrus burst. These are really good
And this
scents.
ingredients is made by my wife, by the way. Shout out to her.
I love that. What's your wife's name?
Tina Tran.
Tina.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
So
fun.
we
You
call
guys
this
get to work
Cutie
together.
Rescue Cuticle Oil. And then last but not least, we have our body oil.
Oh.
So it's called Drip. So it's very light. It's not sticky.
Yeah.
And the reason why we come out with this solution is because we figure it's the most simple thing that you can do for yourself to keep yourself healthy.
That's smart. And like you said, to maybe use in between when you get your services done, right?
Correct.
Do you use all your products when you're
I use all of
clients?
this product on my client.
Yeah.
I would never
Yeah.
put out a product that I won't use.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so all of your, like, I laugh out loud at your videos.
Thank
you are so funny.
Thank you.
So entertaining. You're saying things that people are thinking. How, when you're filming these in the salon, you must have to tell your clients you're filming, or do you just like put the camera on? You're like, I'm just gonna be saying a few things. You know what I mean? Like, how do you do that?
It depends on who.
Yeah, yeah.
Some client, we actually come up with the storyline together.
Oh, cute. That's
which is
fun.
great.
That's fun.
It's always great when my clients come in and they're like 70
They have
years
an
old
idea.
and they're like, Min, I have an idea for you. I'm like, what's your idea? Pitch it. And then we work on it. You know, and then sometimes it's kind of funny because we have clients around who's getting other service.
Yes.
And then when we shoot these skits,
Yes.
we don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
And they look around after the show's over.
Yeah.
We look around. They're like, "Is that really happening to you? Like that client's not willing to pay." And after the whole scene is over, we laugh so hard.
Yeah.
So I don't put up
Oh my God,
bloopers.
that's
But I have
funny.
so many
Yeah, I
bloopers.
bet.
It's crazy. Every time we
I
finish
bet.
something, we just laugh so hard. We're like, I
my
can't wait to
God,
see what the
so
comment will
good.
say.
So good. So the one that I saw first was the one where you were greeting your client in the salon with your speaker playing like Boots with the Fur, like a really fun upbeat song. And she comes in and she's like dancing with you. Like,
Yeah.
did she know you were going to do that, or
She did it.
she did it?
No, she did it.
That's the
I
best.
always love to surprise my client with these
That's the
stuff
best.
because you never know how they are feeling within their days. But just that right there, their energy's at the next level after that.
Next level.
It's so fun.
I mean, just what I've seen from following you, I've seen you go above and beyond for your clients too. I do. You brought one of them to the salon to get their nails done.
Yes. I
That
do a lot
is
for
so
my clients.
sweet.
You know, I would take them home. I buy food for them if they don't have money. Sometimes I even let them get a free set. Like on their birthday, you know, I'd be like, "Hey, it's your birthday." It's on me.
on the house.
Because at the end of the day, I always think back like what they have done for me to get where I'm at.
That's really sweet.
And I have to give back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. So do you have any, I bet you're a mentor for a lot of the younger techs too, with your content and your approach.
I do.
Yeah.
Last year I did a lot of teaching
Yeah.
on how to create content. There's a lot of nail tech who are new and they really inspired watching my videos. I start out really educating the consumer about nails. And then from there, I come to realize like, how can I continue to educate and make it fun?
Yeah.
So that's when I come out with these skits and we're like, what not to do.
I love it. Hey, Coffee Monday friends. It's Ray Pardini Matson here with a cozy little update from my go-to coffee spot, Dutch Bros. Their 2025 fall menu just dropped, and trust me, these drinks are everything you need to kick off sweater season. First up, the Caramel Pumpkin Brulee, a returning fan fave that's basically fall in a cup. Think creamy caramel and all the pumpkin flavors. Next, another beloved classic, the Cookie Butter Latte. Sweet and perfect for those chilly mornings when you just need something comforting. And the big news this year, the brand new Candied Cherry Rebel. It's bold, sweet, and the perfect energy boost with a fall twist. Whether you're headed to work, a football game, or chasing the kiddos around the pumpkin patch, these are all great options to complement the fall season. I love that Dutch Bros has something for everyone, so grab your fall fave, snap a pic, and don't forget to check in with Dutch Bros on their app or Instagram at Dutch Bros Fresno for the latest happenings. Well, and like even on TikTok, all the nail videos are so trending, but you're not doing the traditional nail video. You're doing the funny, like, didn't you call it like nail salon reality show or something?
It is. I call it the reality nail salon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it is the reality. You know, you meet with people and every day, and you always gonna deal with somebody who will give you a hard time in a real way.
Right.
And that's just the reality of life.
That is.
You know, you might not hear a story about it, but it does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not only teaching on the nail tech side, you're teaching on the content creation side.
Correct.
So here you are building your social media presence, building your brand, really taking off in this sort of avenue of your work. What do you think is next? Like, do you have other like big, like hefty goals in the future that you want to achieve and sort of plant the seed on?
I want to continue working on Beyond the Cream.
You do?
You know, I want to continue to make self-care awareness more matters. I think the messages still need to be more passing through, so I'm not there yet.
Love that.
My goal is still kind of like barely 10%. You know, so I still have 90% to go.
Yeah.
I want to continue making content. I want to continue making people laugh, bringing joy to their days. I want to continue to elevate the next generation to know that whatever I can do, they can do it too.
I love that. What would you say is, you know, a lot of the nail and the beauty industry is very glamorous, right? Like even the content you create, like there's a lot of time and thought that goes into editing these videos and posting them and all that. What would you say is like surprising for people to know? It's that there's a not so glamorous side of what you do.
Oh, there's a lot of non-glamorous side of what I do. First of all, it's the time. You don't have the time in a day, especially myself. You know, I'm a married man with 3 kids. My kids have activities all over the place. And I'm still trying to maintain that and try to do content. So I work in between the hours.
Yeah,
so
how do you do that? So you're filming, but do you edit right away? Do you edit late at night? Like,
that's why I like to do one take.
Okay.
If we can execute one good take,
Yeah.
it's amazing. I don't have to edit anything.
Yeah, great.
But if we have to do multiple take, I usually have to find the time to edit in between. Like when my kids are at their activities, I have an hour while I'm waiting for them. That's when I'm working. I got my headphone on, I'm working. And another thing that's not very glamorous, like I mentioned earlier, don't put the money in front of you, but put your creativities and your passion in front of you. Because sometimes as a content creator, you will get into this phase where you're like making pretty decent money.
Yeah.
And then you want to keep it up. And if you can't keep it up, it drowns you. It drains so much of energy and you're sitting there figuring out like, what's going on? I'm not being creative enough. People don't like me anymore? Is my fan base not into me anymore? Yeah. All of that pops up
in your head.
In your head.
Yeah.
But you don't tell nobody. You just kind of keep grinding at it until you figure it out. And that's the hardest part. So every time I go through that phase, I always tell myself, why did I enjoy making content? And if I ask myself that, it kind of helped me de-stress myself.
Right.
Because once you start putting fame, money, materialistic involved, it's like you gotta keep it up. It's like a persona.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it up, and I want to keep that up.
Right.
That's too hard. Like that's why you see me. Some of my video, I'm like hot mess. I don't even comb my hair. I'm in my normal clothing, but it's what you put out.
Totally.
It's the creativity that you put out, not what your physical put out.
Well, and I think we're getting away from the super curated social media world, right? Like now it's like, to your point, the real, the raw, the truth is what people want to hear. They don't want to see the perfect person that has their life together, and you know what I'm saying?
I do. And because that's not reality.
It's not reality.
Because the majority of people who's watching your content, you gotta ask yourself, who is watching your content? They might be a person who's struggling, and you are giving this persona where like they have to try to be like you.
Totally.
I don't want that.
Totally.
I want to carry that dirty speaker, walk in, greet my client, and next thing you know, it's like, look, it works.
Yeah.
It works. And another thing that you brought up about the persona is very interesting. There was like you mentioned, everybody put out beautiful nails, right? Everybody put out beautiful work.
Yes.
And then one time, I had this content, and it was this lady's long nail, and it was like kind of disgusting looking, right? I wasn't going to post that because in my head, I was thinking like, wow, like, if I post it, they're gonna hate me. They're like, why are you doing this dirty stuff, right?
Yeah.
And when I post that video, it was such an eye-opener. I got the most view, the most engagement I have ever gotten.
Wait, really? Why do you think?
Because it's raw.
Yeah.
Because it's real.
Yeah.
Because it's something I didn't make up. This is actually someone's hand. And they are struggling with their mindset of wanting to keep these nails. So it's like, I'm just not talking about the nail. I'm talking about the mindset of a person who carry this long nails, right?
Yes, yes.
So when I post that, they like love me. They're like, oh, he's trying to help this lady out. And that's when I come to realize it's not about the beauty.
Yeah.
It's about what you bring out as your heart.
Or how you make people feel, right?
And that's so important as a creator.
So you are so authentic. You are so genuine. You genuinely want to help people. You genuinely want to entertain people, educate people, all of it. How do you sort of filter requests for brands that want to work with you? Because as you grow, you get more interest, right? And like you said, it's easy to get caught up in like wanting the money and all of that. But how do you filter those requests and stay true to your brand?
Oh, I just tell them like right now I'm really focusing on building my brand. Yeah. So I don't really have time to work with any other brands. So I just be very honest with them, but politely. Yes. I don't ghost them. I just let them know that and they know if they watch my content, they know. Right. So I'm not lying about it. So that's how I go about it. And not just that, some of my friends who owns really big nail brands, they understand. They totally understand. Oh, Mint's working on his brand, so they leave me alone. Totally. They can't hate on what I have accomplished because at the end of the day, I don't hate on them. Right. If anything, I support them. Right. Which is so great. It's just we're in a different area of product. One of them are acrylic, one of them is gel pot, and I'm all about foot cream and self-care. Which is amazing. Yeah, love. So in addition to content creation, you also have a podcast. You want to talk a little bit about that? You said you were more active, took a little beat, now you're back. Yeah. So I had 2 years ago, podcast was popping up everywhere. And I thought to myself, like, we don't have a nail podcast. We don't. We actually don't have, and not just we don't have it, we don't have a lot of nail techs who has the guts to talk to a microphone for like 30, 20 minutes. It's hard. It's hard to talk directly without scripting anything. Yeah. And that's what I do. And then I did that consistently. And then when I started my brand, I said, you know what? I wanted to continue doing the podcast, but it was so hard because like, I'm doing regular content, it's like I'm octopus. I don't have 8 tentacles and I use all 8 already. So I need another 10 more, but I don't have that. So I took a pause on podcast, but now that my brand has been established for a good year and it's going pretty smoothly, I said, it's time to get back. And my strategy now is just, I always have this thought, like, I want to invite different nail tech on and share their story to give them a voice. And there's no better way to using my platform to give somebody a voice. Because at the end of the day, that's the purpose, right? Yeah. It's giving somebody a chance to speak up. And do you think they'll do it? Like you said, like, are they nervous? Or why don't they? Because they don't have the time? You know what? They might not have the time, but I don't think they're nervous. Okay. If anything, they're very excited. Because I did call a couple people up. Yeah. And they like, yeah, I'm down. So I do have an interview today. Do you? Yes, we're speaking. I have an interview today. Good. And then I also have one tomorrow. Yeah. So, and slowly I'm trying to get different niche to go on my podcast. Not just nail tech.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I know everybody has something to share.
Yes.
And I believe that their story is powerful.
Yes. I agree with that 100%.
It could be you too, right?
No.
Don't be surprised if I call you one day and be like, Ray, tell me more about you. And we will.
We'll flip the
and
script.
the cool part is that you don't have to like be at my studio. You can be here.
That's great.
And then we can just interact.
Yeah, I've done a few episodes like that. It's
I
good.
love it. It's
convenient.
Fun. It's
yeah.
so convenient. Fun.
Yeah. I love it. So we're going to do a fun little, rapid fire series.
Okay.
Where we're going to spin it to be on brand a little bit. So we're going to do a series of nailed it, meaning like, yes, absolutely, 100% I agree. Or file it, meaning like, that's got to go, file it away, and never see it again.
You got it.
Okay?
You got it.
So I'm just going to throw a bunch of different industry-specific things at you, and your personal opinion.
You got it.
Okay?
Sure.
Press-on nails.
Nailed it.
French manicure.
Nailed it.
Chatty clients.
Nailed it.
Gel X.
Nailed it.
Ooh. Charms on your nails.
Nailed it.
Short nails.
Nailed it.
Chrome.
Nailed it.
All white nails.
Nailed it.
Wow. What? Okay, let me flip this. What is a file it moment? What are moments where you're like, I don't like this?
Don't bring your kids and have your kids run around trying to eat my fish in the fish tank. Don't have your kids jumping up the sofa, and don't have your kids run around hopping in each spa chair. You know, don't run out without paying. You know, that's file it right there. You know, don't bring in your kid and asking for all these charming nails and expect the set to be $40. You know, like don't do that. You know, be more realistic with me.
Yeah.
You know, those are what I call file it right there.
Those
you know?
are what you call file it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the times the kids come, unless they do kids like as clients, do they get their nails done? Maybe sometimes.
I mean, sometimes they bring the kids, but most of the kids are like teenagers, so they're innocent still, you know. But have you ever gone to a salon where like you being bothered by loud noises?
Yeah,
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Let's be real. It's like you're there to relax, and also you're getting bothered.
Bothered. Yep, doesn't work. Doesn't work.
So that's file it, right?
That's file it. File it. And you're filing it for everybody else's benefit too.
Correct.
Not just yours. Yeah. That is funny. I love your content. It just makes me laugh. And I wonder if like you've actually had clients that do this, like not pay.
Oh yeah. All the time.
Serious?
Oh my God. Last year. No, not even last year, this year. Someone ran out and they were pregnant.
You're lying.
Bro. She was literally 7 months pregnant. And she ran across.
She got her nails done.
She got her nails done.
Yes.
Her toes done.
Yes.
And she with a group of friends, and then a couple of them like leave first. And she was sitting by the sofa. She's like, "Oh, I'm waiting for somebody." And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you get busy with all the other clients, and they are hopping out, running. The only thing I can do was pop my camera, like, "Oh, look, they're running to the mall."
There they are.
Yep. So what we did was we called them all security to let them know, like, hey, we got somebody just ran out from a salon, so make sure they're not sitting at your place.
Smart.
So yeah, we get a lot of that. Or sometimes we get clients who they don't like the service after 2 or 3 days, and they're like, I want my money back.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, how do I get this back? Like, how do I give your money back and you give my nails back? Like, how do you give back my product, my effort, my time? It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. Yeah, no refunds. Yeah. And I just appreciate the like straight up honesty about it. Like
I did tell you.
Wanting extra.
Do you want to hear more story? I have a lot more story to share.
Sure you do. I know. What's the most extravagant thing you've done on somebody's nails? Like you were like, oh wow, you really want this? This is happening.
The most extravagant one was, my God, I had this client. Her nail was out to here. Okay. And she wanted me to fill every single gap with diamond.
Oh, wow.
That took a long time.
Oh, wow.
It was easy, but it's just
a time. Yeah.
10 fingers, and her nail was out here, and she wanted every single spot with diamonds.
Dang.
It was a lot of work.
That is a lot of work.
And sometimes that took me around like 5 hours.
I believe it.
It was just intense.
Like a day.
Yeah.
A day, all in a day's work.
It's very intense.
Did she give you a heads up she wanted that?
No.
No, of course not.
No, she just walked in, she's like, this is what I want. And I was like, okay, I'll do for you.
with a smile on your face.
Sure.
Man, this was really fun. I've loved getting to know you. I'm so grateful that you're here in the Central Valley serving us. And with your products, are you able to ship like nationwide?
So far, I am shipping all over USA, not international.
Great. That's
great. So it is shipped around USA.
Love that. Where can you give people your social handles? It's at The Thai Life, THAILYFE, correct? On Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And then is your YouTube channel the same thing?
Yes, they all the same to Thai Life.
That's smart.
If you go onto my Facebook, it's Minh Thai.
Minh Thai. Oh, duh.
Yeah, because Facebook doesn't give you a username.
Yes. Love that. What would you say to those that are wanting to get started in the content creation game? I know you already gave great advice, but those that want to grow specifically on, let's say, TikTok.
Don't stop posting.
Okay.
Post.
So it's a content.
Just keep posting, pick a niche, keep posting, be consistent. I know it sounds cliche, it sounds repetitive, but consistency is the key to everything you do in your life. If you keep doing long enough, it becomes your job, it becomes your hobby, and you just gotta keep doing it. And don't ever be afraid. Don't ever overthink about your content. If you think, oh, this is not good enough, let the viewer be the judge.
Right? You'll know.
You will know.
Yeah.
And you will be improved from that.
Okay, so that's TikTok. You mentioned something about like cross-sharing about Facebook earlier. Do you want to share that with?
Absolutely. I see a lot of content creators who blows up on one platform, and then when I search for them in other platforms, they are nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
And that's when I know they're making the biggest mistake. Because in their head, they're thinking like, oh, well, I don't want to put out the same content in all the other platforms, and I don't have time to make new content for all the other platforms. But what I always tell people is that each platform have different type of fan base. And even if you're putting out the same content, those fan base will react to the content differently.
True.
So therefore, you have to cross-post it. Manifest your viral video. Like, for example, music producers, when they put out a song, do you know that they put out the same song over and over? They replay that like until you sick and tired hearing it?
Yeah.
Because that's what they do.
Yeah.
And that's what we should do as content creators. Is we gotta manifest our video in different platforms. Even though it's the same content, you gotta look at your fan base. They're all different areas.
I love that. What about Instagram? So we talked about Facebook, we talked about TikTok. What about Instagram?
What's cool about Instagram is Instagram right now, they are pushing your video out very far. Like you can put out any video and you will hit 1,000 views in a minute.
Yeah.
But the thing about Instagram is mainly for business driven.
Yeah.
Because Instagram's not paying nothing for content.
Yeah.
Instagram is just there for you to have hype, followers, but to make money on Instagram, you're not making anything unless you're having your own business or you're driving a marketing for a business.
Like a brand.
Brand.
Yeah.
That's the only way. But to make money as a content creator, you have to seek into like YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook.
Yeah.
Last year, Instagram was paying out a bonus, but they cut that program off. So as a content creator, that's where I was mentioned, don't focus on the pay earlier. Because there will be time where these social media platforms, they might not pay you. They might pay you today, but they might end that program tomorrow. And once they end a program, you're screwed.
Right.
You're like, oh my God, I used to make like $10,000 on this platform. Now I'm making only $0.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, your stress level is skyrocket.
So diversify. Keep things diversified. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Correct.
These are good
Have
lessons.
multiple platforms. And I try to tell a lot of people that. When I teach social media, have different platforms. Because if one falls on you, you got the other one to back it up. If this one shuts off one program, this program still keep you going. And once this program is back alive, that's how you keep yourself balanced.
Yeah. Love. Well, you're a wealth of knowledge. Thank you so much for sharing. I cannot wait for this episode to drop.
Thank you.
And our fun reel that we filmed before this, so stay tuned for that.
Awesome.
What are you drinking here from Dutch Bros before we wrap?
This is White Angel.
White Angel, yum.
I was introduced to this drink by one of my former employee.
Oh, love it.
And ever since then, I just love this drink.
I love it.
It has a good flavor to it.
I love it. Well, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thanks
Thank you
for
for having me today. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Nice talking to you.
You too.
Thanks for listening. Feel free to rate and review this episode here and connect with us on Instagram if you have any thoughts, questions, or any guest suggestions. Thanks.